Hey guys, thank you for joining me. Welcome to Friendship Shaving. I hope you're having a good day today. I've got a shave today with a new type of toggle razor. It is the Control New Wave double-edged razor from a design company in Manchester called DAFT, Design and Future Thinking. Going to be using my Australis brush today from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I'll run a little water into the sink. And we'll get that wet in a moment. And the soap I'm going to be using today is my House of Mammoth Mood Indigo soap. I'm going to be trying something new today. I'm going to be face lathering. But I'm going to take my brush and get it wet. And then I'm going to just lift the whole brush into my pot and work that around and see if I can pick up a good little bit of soap on my brush, and then with the brush still very wet, take that to my face. It's not what I normally do. I just thought I would try it and see how it went. Now I should have plenty, although it doesn't look like there's a lot on my brush. There should be plenty of soap there. Well, this looks interesting. I've got water dripping down my hands. That's probably why I don't normally do this. Normally what I do is wet my brush, let the water drip out of it as I lift it from the water, and then give it a shake and take it to my soap and add water to the tips as I need it. I'm going to add a drop more water to this soap. Well, I seem to have a pretty nice lather, but I have got myself in a little bit of a state. Let's put that down. Now guys, the razor I've got today, let me show it to you again. I love the design of this. The guys at Daft had a great many issues bringing this to market. I got this razor through a Kickstarter campaign, and honestly I didn't think that I would see it, but it finally turned up. I'm very glad to have been trying it this week. Just in case you've never seen an original toggle from Gillette, well, I have one here. A beautiful razor, so it's nice to see in a modern design a nod to the old classic there. What I like about this is they've taken the toggle but made it work in a slightly different way. So lift the toggle at the front, turn it through 180 degrees, that lifts the head cap, but the head cap doesn't come off. You have to take it through 360 degrees before you can remove the head cap. Tolerances are very good on this. It's a little, can you see there's a little nodule either side there, and 4 neodymium magnets, so the razor blade sits right either side of those 2 nodules, and the magnets really hold it in place very well. And then as the head cap goes on, a little bit of pressure, turn the handle back through 180 degrees and lock the toggle. So slightly different mechanism, but very, very nice indeed. Let's get into a shave, shall we? Now I should tell you that I have had 4 shaves with this razor already. And it keeps giving me a little bit of razor burn, guys. So with that in mind, after this first pass, I'll be using pre-shave on my next 2 passes. The shave I've got with this so far is that 3 times I've got the type of shave that I would associate with a vintage fat handled tech. I have one here. So a mild shave, a mild razor. But I suspect that despite that mild shave, the razor blade perhaps has a positive exposure. In other words, it sticks out very slightly from the angle created by the head cap and the guard. And I believe it's that that's making me a little sore. The one shave I had where I had 3 shaves with just no pre-shave at all, and 1 shave where I used pre-shave before each of my passes, and on that shave I didn't get any razor burn. And on 1 shave I somehow got much closer than the other shaves I've had with it. So it's a bit of a work in progress for me. Perhaps still learning how to use it. The razor has a shaped head cap, so the angle is supposedly fairly easy to find, but with the varying shaves I've had with this, I'm not sure about that, but I think that is just down to me. What I do love about this razor is that it's made of 3 different materials. So the main part of the handle here is stainless steel, the toggle and the head cap are aluminium, and the guard plate and that little bit there are glass fibre reinforced polycarbonate. So very strong and light. What I like about that is that it feels incredibly balanced and well weighted in the hand. The weight of the razor is 58 grams. But the easiest way to describe this is to describe what it's not. It's not a light head with a great big heavy handle on it. The weight, or the weightiest part of the razor, is right in the middle, and it's balanced out either end, and it feels great to hold and to shave with. I also like that you can raise the head cap like that, give your razor a rinse, and the razor blade, if you can see it there, let me just hold it that way because you can see it there, is held in place by those magnets really, really well. There we go, back the other way and then lock it. So I really like that. It's a nice way to rinse off your blade and rinse the razor in between passes or in between uses. Now, when I first signed up for the Kickstarter campaign, there was an option to have these with a coloured toggle and head cap. I think there was a lovely blue colour, a nice red colour, and I think a gold colour, and I'm sure they will become available in time. The razor itself, the shave itself, kind of reminds me a little bit of the Henson razor. It has that same angled head. It's a mild shave, although it's probably a little milder than the Henson. But it has that forward blade exposure. Oh, I forgot, didn't I? I forgot the Proraso white pre-shave to save me from the razor burn. Now the razor burn is only mild, but it lasts me a good few hours. Stupid. I really wanted to avoid that, but we'll carry on. The best thing if you have some razor burn with any razor is a product with menthol in. So if you have a pre-shave type thing that's got menthol in, that's great. And if you've still got some burn after a few hours, you can just reapply it. Anything like that with some menthol in. I also have, let me show you guys, hang on. I also have just a non-scented muscle and joint balm that is mentholated. That is great. This is Celadrin Forte. If you've, it's really fantastic. So the razor blade I'm using today is a Topaz Platinum. So I've tried a few different blades in here. I've tried a Willys blade, I've tried a feather blade twice, and this is a second shave with the Topaz Platinum. You can see that the head cap is shaped to a wedge, but it's not a dramatic shape, it's nicely rounded. That is the angle that I'm aiming for. and when I hit that, there's no blade feel or anything. But as I said, I'm still getting that little bit of razor burn. And it is a shame. But I know some of you guys really enjoy your Henson razors, and I think if you like that razor, you'll like this one. I think it's got great potential with that lightweight guard plate, and if they could develop a way of making those interchangeable, now that would be something, wouldn't it? Because you could have a different guard plate depending on how you like your shave. Personally, I would prefer a neutrally exposed blade and a little bit bigger blade gap. Now, I'm talking about positive exposure. I've not seen that on the DAFT website for this razor. I'll put the link in to the description of this video. But that's just how it feels to me. It could be, of course, that I'm just not getting the angle quite right. So, you know, watch this space. We'll come back to this razor. Now, I am going to put on some pre-shave. Just before my third pass. I'm going to tell you about a soap because I really like this soap. I think I say this every time. I didn't think I'd like a blueberry scented soap, but there's a lot to this. It has scents of black pepper, blueberry, rum, vetiver, oud and night sky, and it is a lovely scented soap from House of Mammoth. It's the only one of theirs that I've got, but I do enjoy it very much. There we are, got a decent amount of pre-shave on there. The Parasso White, guys, is the only pre-shave I really use now. I've tested a few products. This remains my favourite, and it really works for me if I get a razor that's a little bit aggressive and causes me a little bit of razor burn, because I can put it on in between passes. That was recommended to me by a viewer of the channel, and it really works. Before then I was just putting it on before my shave rather than before each pass, so it works. And also I like that you can put it on afterwards as well if you still have a bit of burn. Now, I've got to say that the soap doesn't seem quite as slick as I normally get it. Still plenty of slickness there for a nice shave, but I feel there's something missing. Maybe not enough water in it. Let's see. Let's just add a drop more, see how that goes. I'm getting a bit thin here with the soap, so not up to my usual standard, guys, so I think that method failed for me. Well, it didn't fail. I've had a nice shave and there's plenty of soap. Okay, so now, last pass. Let me tell you, it washes clean very easily, even without lifting the head cap. What I do like is that the guard comes in at an angle, so there's no blade corners there, there's no blade tabs exposed at the sides of the razor head here. The guard is designed so that it's just a little higher here on the ends. So there's just the razor blade sits perfectly between those two ends. That's very well thought of. There's some nice crosshatch knurling on the handle. There's a little spring there. It all looks very good. Might be quite nice if they could work that and get that inside. I don't know if that's even possible, guys. I know nothing. But a very interesting razor, very nice to see. And a new variation on a toggle. I don't know if you can hear that. But it is really taking the hair away. Going against the grain, against the growth of my hair. There is the slightest little bit of blade feel. But it is still mild enough that I can shave against the grain. Guys, it feels great in the hand. I wish more razors, and particularly some of the stainless steel ones, were sort of, I'll rephrase that, some of the handles that have got zinc alloy heads and stainless steel handles, they just don't work as well for me because they don't feel anything but handle heavy. Whereas this just works really well in the hand. It's beautifully balanced. Now I'm trying to get that angle right. Still got to be careful there. Nearly. There we are. Let's there we are. Turn it through 180 degrees. Give it a rinse and a shake. And you can see that our razor blade is still sat there. Let's turn it another 180 degrees and we can lift the head cap off. Now, the tolerances are tight, so you saw I just gave it a little wiggle there to get it going. Just be careful not to wiggle it as you lift the head cap off, because I did that the other day and it just caught under the blade, lifted the blade off, the blade shot off in the air and it did come down and cut me. So yeah, but there we are. All comes out very easily. A beautifully designed razor. A mild shave. I'm definitely not BBS. Yeah, I would definitely say, for me, it is very similar to a shave with an old fat handle tech. Nice easy shave. But not BBS for me, and of course with the tech I don't get that little bit of razor burn. So let me put in the description for this video whether I got razor burn today. Let's see if it is just my technique with this razor. I'll let you know. Now, for aftershave today, what am I going to put on? Do you know what? I'm going to put on, where have I put it? Here we are, a Sage Rub, eucalyptus and menthol. So this will help. Oh, love this stuff. Love this stuff. Got some off my friend Billy, and I'd never tried it before. The menthol really kicks in, but it's very, very refreshing. It's like Proraso Green aftershave, but with a bit more oomph. Lovely stuff. So, guys, this has been a shave with the Control New Wave Toggle from DAFT in Manchester, UK. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm sure more fellows will appear on video with these soon. If you've got one, please let me know what you think. And if you've liked this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription. Till I see you next time, and I will be shaving with the new Parker Solo then. Take care of yourselves. All the very best now. Bye bye.